In our last video, video number 4, we have already derived integrated rate equation of first order reaction. The integrated rate equation is ln R equals to minus kT plus ln R naught. And this in terms of log R equals to minus k by 2.303 into T plus log R naught. In today's video, video number 5, we shall discuss about half-life period of first order reaction. Now let's see, as you know that in this equation ln R versus T, if you plot a graph, it's a negative slope equals to minus k. Here it is clear, slope equals to minus k. And if log R versus T graph, if we mention it, log R versus T graph, slope equals to minus k by 2.303. As you know that k is the rate constant for first order reaction. Now at half life, when the reaction will be over by half of its initial amount, the half life period T is replaced by T half, and the concentration of the reactant, it will be initial concentration by 2, that is half of the initial concentration. Now look at this equation. This equation can be written in this way: kT by 2.303 equals to log R naught minus log R, that is T equals to 2.303 by K log R naught by R. Remember, this is the integrated equation for first order reaction. We generally write the equation in this way. Now, putting the conditions at half life, in place of T we are writing T half. This is equal to 2.303 by K log R naught by, in place of R you write R naught by 2, R naught by 2. So you are getting log 2. This is equal to 2.303 log 2 by K. As you know that log 2 equals to 0.301. Putting this value, multiplying with 2.303, you will get 0.693 by K. So this is the half-life expression for first order reaction. Therefore, we come to know that T half for first order reaction is equal to 0.693 by K. Now, here I must mention regarding the T half. T half for zero order reaction is, you have seen, for zero order reaction T half is directly proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant. But for first order reaction, you see that T half is independent to the concentration of the reactant. T half is a constant quantity for first order reaction. It is not dependent on the concentration of the reactant. This is the expression of T half of first order reaction. Now see, there are some problems, you know that problems generally come in the examinations. Regarding this, I must say that when the slope will be given, you can find out the rate constant. When the slope will be given, it will be mentioned that for this graph slope is this, find the rate constant. For this graph slope is this, find the rate constant. Another type of problem is regarding this equation, how to find the rate constant when the time is given and concentration of the reactant after some time, that time will be given. And you have to find out the half-life period of the first order reaction also. Now, see, here is a problem. This problem, how do you solve? The problem is, the time taken by a first order reaction for 99% completion. 99% completion is twice the time taken by it for 90% completion. Prove it. So what is the problem? See the problem. The time taken by first order reaction for 99% completion is twice the time taken by it for 90% completion. Now see how to solve it. You know that integrated form of the first order reaction is this one. Therefore, T99%, when it is the time when the 99% of the reaction is over, this is equal to 2.303 by K log R naught by R. R means here the concentration of the reactant left after this time. The concentration of the reactant left after this time is just 1% of R naught. 1% of R naught. So T99% means it is 99% over. So what is the concentration of the reactant left? The concentration of the reactant left is 1% of R naught. So just write 1% of R naught. Therefore you see that T99% equals to 2.303 by K log 100. Log 100, you know, log 100 equals to 2. So this is equal to 2.303 by K into 2. So this is the time taken by the first order reaction for 99% completion. Now see, find T90%. T90%, see it how to find out. T90%, this is equal to 2.303 by K from this equation log R naught by R. Here R is 10% of R naught. Here 90% is over, so 10% is left. Here R equals to 10% of R naught. Therefore, it is 10% of R naught. Write down it. Now see T90%, this is equal to 2.303 by K log 10. As you know that log 10 equals to 1, therefore this is equal to 2.303 by K. Now see T90% equals to 2.303 by K. T99% equals to 2.303 by K into 2. Therefore from here we can write that T99%, this is equal to T99%, this is equal to, in place of this you write T90% into 2. This is proved. So what is our question? Our question is this: you have to prove that T99% equals to 2 into T90%. This type of problem can be solved using this equation. Suppose a first order reaction takes 40 minutes to problem number 2, first order reaction takes 40 minutes for 60% decomposition. 60% decomposition. Find its t-half. You have to find its t-half. Now see, look at the question. The question is clear that 60% reaction, in order to complete 60% reaction, time taken by the first order reaction is 40 minutes. Therefore, from this equation, T equals to 2.303 by K log R naught by R, time is given 40 minutes, 2.303 by K log R naught by R. Here the relation is given, R equals to 40% of R naught. 40% of R naught, it is given in the question. It is given 60% reaction has occurred. 60% decomposition means 60% reaction has occurred, already taken place. So what is the concentration of the reactant left? 40% of R naught. Therefore 40%, write down 40% of R naught. Now continue it, 40% of R naught. Therefore K equals to 2.303 by 40, take it here, log 40% means 40 by 100, so 100 will go up, 100 by 40, 10 by 4, 5 by 2. So it is this term, this can be written as 40 by 100, 100 will go up, 100 by 40, 100 by 40 means 10 by 4, 10 by 4 means 5 by 2. This is equal to 5 by 2. See it here. To log, this is, you can write 10 by 4 or 5 by 2 as you like. You can also write this one, because you know that log 10 equals to 1, so you can use this one also. And now this is log 10 by 4 equals to log 10 minus log 4. This is equal to 1 minus log 4 equals to 2 log 2. 2 log 2, log 2 value will be given here. In the question, log 2 equals to 0.301. So this is equal to 1 minus 0.602. This is equal to 893. 0.398. Now you got K. K equals to 2.303 by 40 into this value log 10 by 4 equals to 0.398. Don't calculate it. Now this is K. You have to find T half. Therefore directly you go T half. T half equals to 0.693 by K. So directly you go to this, then you do your final calculation. As you know that you have to find T half. T half equals to 0.693 by K. Now put the value of K here. T half equals to 0.693 by K, 2.303 into 0.398 into 40. This is, and the unit is minute, because you know in the time unit is minute here in the question itself, minute, so T half will be minute. You have to calculate this one. You will get the answer if you calculate it. So this is the T half. Okay. Now there is a common fact that you can say that rate of a reaction is nearly doubled for every 10 degree rise in temperature. You know that it is rate constant K. K depends upon temperature largely. depends upon temperature. Rate of a reaction is nearly doubled for every 10 degree rise in temperature. For every 10 degree rise in temperature. This is because the rate constant at T plus 10 by rate constant at temperature T, this is nearly equal to 2 for most of the reaction. Most of the reaction we get it. Most of the reaction we get it. So Kt plus 10 by Kt is nearly equal to 2 for most of the reaction. That is the ratio of the rate constant at temperature T plus 10 to that of the ratio of rate constant at temperature T. This is nearly to 1.98, 2.01, something like this. This fact you must keep it in your mind. It is for most of the reaction we observe this fact. This is explained by energy distribution curve, Maxwell and Boltzmann. Maxwell Boltzmann energy distribution curve. You observe this curve, you will understand it better. That if you observe this curve, you will understand that why the rate of a reaction is almost doubled. Because rate constant is doubled, so rate will be doubled. This is a common fact. So this Maxwell-Boltzmann energy distribution curve, if you observe it, it's an experimental curve based on fact and evidence. According to this curve, here it is, kinetic energy versus Ne by Nt graph. Now here you see what is Ne. Ne is equal to the number of reacting particles having a given kinetic energy E. It is the number of reacting particles having a given kinetic energy E. This is Ne, and Nt is equal to total number of reacting particles present in the system, present in the mixture, particles in the mixture. So here you see that Ne by Nt is a fraction, and Ne is the number of reacting particles having a given kinetic energy E, and T is the total number of reacting particles in the mixture. Now this graph, if you see, it looks like this. So this is the graph drawn at temperature, suppose this is as temperature T. This is the graph. Now when we increase the temperature by 10 degrees centigrade, the distribution graph, the distribution curve will be flattened and will be shifted to the rightward. It is experimentally found. Now see the kinetic energy, this is the kinetic energy, and here is energy of activation. What is this? This is energy of activation. So see the fraction of the molecules crossing equal to energy of activation or greater than energy of activation, this much only. This means only this part of the fraction, only this part of the molecules are responsible for giving the rate of the reaction. The molecules, reacting molecules, fraction of the reacting molecules having energy Ea or greater than Ea, only this much. The total value is 1 because the total value of the fraction is 1. So the area under the curve is constant, whatever be the temperature. Now if the temperature is increased by 10 degrees centigrade, see it is flattened like this. The graph is shifted rightward and shifted rightward and moves to the right, and see at T plus 10 at this temperature the graph is flattened rightward, shifted rightward, and the molecules, more and more number of molecules are entering into this zone, energy zone. See the area under this graph crossing energy of activation or more is just doubled, and that's why the rate constant is doubled. Rate constant is directly proportional to the temperature. K is directly proportional to the temperature. So here you see, when the temperature is increased by 10, the fraction of the molecules having energy equal to energy of activation or greater than energy of activation is just doubled. It is this much and now it is this much, and that's why the rate of the reaction is doubled. So this graph helps us to understand theoretically that why when we increase the temperature by 10 degrees centigrade, the rate of the most of the reaction is almost doubled. The reason is because when the temperature is increased by 10 degree, the number of molecules, fraction of the molecules entering into this energy zone, energy of activation or greater than energy of activation, will be just doubled. So the rate will be doubled. All molecules are not responsible for giving the rate. Remember, only those molecules which are having energy equal to energy of activation or greater, they are responsible for giving the rate of the reaction. So this is the theoretical explanation of why Kt plus 10 by Kt value is nearly equal to 2. So this is up to our video number 5. Then we shall discuss the next part of the chapter in our next video.